Yes, we are here in Russia to pick up our trailer to from St. Petersburg to Tallinn in Estonia. Lights on, yeah. Tonight we're driving the trusty Iveco. This is their latest truck, the Iveco S, I think? Or T, I don't know. It's all decked out with the latest and greatest. It's kind of a small truck, even so, but it's cool. And we're going to go through St. Petersburg, cross the border from Russia into that was really bad parking job. It does not match my truck's beautiful colors. Oh, let's get into gear here. Get into the gear. Okay, oh good, my brights and stuff are all set up. That's good. Two different cities? Okay. Well, what city was Moscow originally? Because wasn't Moscow named something different before? Oh, did I go to the wrong gate? Oh, I did. Anyway, I'm digging the new Iveco. It's a pretty cool truck. Very stylish. It does seem really, really cramped inside. Like, I don't know in real life if I'd fit in here. It's like the Mazda Miata of trucking. I think Iveco is a conglomeration of English and Italian design. Eliza's screaming. I'm pretty sure Moscow was named something else. Same with Stalingrad. I forget what Stalingrad was called before. Maybe Stalingrad is St. Petersburg. No, because this is way north. I don't know. Stalingrad, I think, is to the south. Or, well, not really south, but like southwestern Russia, where they stopped and held the Germans. Because if they retreated, they got executed. Not one foot would backwards. So I wonder, as a non-Russian speaking person, if it seems like it's possible that you could drive in Russia. You just wouldn't know where you were going because the signs don't have anything in English, so you'd have to kind of guess like what the city names are. But you can at least follow the rules because it's numbers. Like, I have no clue. We're not allowed to do something in 800 feet. Oh, it's a toll booth. Okay. That's probably all it was a toll booth. So we're heading towards the city of St. Petersburg. Whoa! I have no horn. There's no beeper on my truck. So now I just have to give him the finger. You'll have to imagine that part. They don't have that. That's not simulated in this game like it is in My Summer Car. Sorry about last night. I got lazy. Really what happened was nothing. And then the next thing I knew, it was like 9 o'clock, and I'm like, it's too late to stream. And Simone's like, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, okay. And I played this. And I also played a lot of TCG Card Simulator. I don't know, I've been junking out on that lately. Great game. I love the digital mirrors in these trucks. And I love the fact that it warns you when somebody's alongside you. Like when you're too close to the edge or when someone's pulling up. Ah, St. Petersburg. Ooh, there's a yacht. I think that's a city-to-city ferry there that probably crosses over to Finland. I don't know if we get to take that. It doesn't look like that's in the game. Like there's no roads going over there in the game. Look at the size of these apartment buildings, man. That's crazy. This is where they control the heat. There is no air conditioning. Now we're going to have to spend the night, I think, before we get to our destination because the sun is on its way down, it looks like. Though it sets a lot later here. You can see it's 20... In the American Truck Simulator, the sun starts going down at like 4 o'clock. It feels like 10 o'clock. It's gone. 8:30, 9 o'clock. But here you can see it's already 8 o'clock and it's still... You got a couple hours of sunlight left. This is a cool bridge. That was neat. Look at this. There's the port. The port city of St. Petersburg. That's really cool. This is cool. When we came over, I came over on the top. So going back out like we're going underneath. That's neat. So I'm hoping we make the border by nightfall, but we might have to stop. I don't want to spend the night in Russia. Once you go, you never get back. No, I know it's not like that anymore, but used to be. Ooh, that's a cool building up there on the right. I'm going through the auto pay lanes. 30? Okay. $10 to cross the bridge. 10 euros. And we're going to the right, okay. Making sure I'm in the right lane. Oh, that must have been an airport terminal. Look at the big jet right there. Oh, it's like a 737. But maybe it's Aeroflot. No, that's definitely not that's not a Russian plane for sure. And we're going to get on this loop here. So we're not going far. See some train tracks over there. So how is everybody tonight? Hopefully y'all are doing well. Uh-oh. I just also got the yawnies. Sorry. If you're watching this video, hopefully you're at rest. Yeah, it's still warm here, like low 80s, high 70s, but it's nice, especially in the evening when it cools off. It's not overbearingly hot. It's been like temperate. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. I don't think across the board. I mean, maybe we will. I think there's some country that we have to travel through before we get to the border. So if we find somewhere, we'll just have to stop, I guess. Oh man, yeah, it was like 50 something the other night. I woke up, I was like, "Ooh, I forgot. There's no heater on in here right now." So it's like just gets cold. I'm like, we're gonna have to get a couple radiant heaters soon, probably in a month or two. But I had all the windows open too. This is so pretty here. That's a cool building right there. Russian Orthodox Church, probably. Oh, shoot, that was pretty red. Hello, spiral stairs. Gorgeous. Right now, I'm out of the default maps and into Russia, and it's absolutely beautiful. Now, this is a DLC map, but I forgot how pretty Russia was. It's just this little section that you get into. That's all they did, because then Russia started acting like a bunch of doodah, holy smoke, poo-poo heads. And so the company decided, we're not going to reward you with having your own country. We're just going to ignore the Russians and go elsewhere in ETS. And they've done that so far. I like pro mods. I feel like a lot of times there's a little too much detail crammed in. So it ends up feeling like the speed limit flow is messy. It's like 50, 80, 50, 80, 50, 80, 50, 80. And it kind of is like that in Europe. But I find that the default maps have a little bit more of a flow to it, so you're not constantly changing speeds. So I don't know. I like the pro mods. They did a great job. I will say that. Especially like Upper Norway and Scandinavia, like up the top there. Iceland. Some really cool stuff. But as they do the game versions, I like the game versions better. They're a little more balanced. But yeah, that Upper Norway area is really cool. Norvik. I think Vik means home. So like home of the Norse. Of the Norsemen. Because I know like Vik means home in Iceland. So like Selfavik or whatever, and like all those Reykjavik, it's like this home, like it would be like Stockholm. I mean, like a Vik is like a burg or a town. So I guess in Norway probably it's Wick. Another Orthodox church. How are we doing on fuel? We got lots of fuel, lots of def. We could either go to... Oh, there, now we have English mixed in here. Ivangorod. We'll probably stop. Let's stop here for the night. Get gassed up, and we'll wake up in the morning. Where are we? Oh, the parking's right to our right. Okay, that's great. I came in the wrong way for that. Okay, E. Turn the engine off. Let's pump some fuel. Tank is full. All right. And I'm gonna suppose we could pull in this way and then try to get everything in straight here. There we go. That's good. Gonna put my parking brake on, engine off. And I'm gonna use, I use the, this kind of sleep. So, and it's 6 a.m. Look at that. Slept for the night. And let's go ahead and back out. Alrighty. So once again, here we have the Iveco. This is, for those of you that just came in late, this is my latest truck. JVS bought one, and I thought, oh, they got a new truck? So I haven't seen this one yet. I think it's called the T-Way, S-Way. The T-Way was the last one. This is the S-Way. And it's a pretty cool model. Neat truck. Very modern. I think Iveco's kind of, I mean, they're all over the place in Europe. They are, when I was in England, like every single cement truck and road truck was Iveco. Almost like Mack here back in the States. But I didn't see a lot of Iveco semi-trucks. I just saw like the, like what, I forget what you call them, like the Expeditors, is that what you call those? Like the box trucks and stuff. They do, like, they have a lot of 8-wheel drive trucks, like with the 4-wheel steering up front. Cool stuff. This is really pretty. It's green like Ohio. Get a better view here. Oh, we're turning right here. Trying not to skid out. You hear the wheels skidding? I was like, "Ur, ur." Look at all the little Russian cars. And a Mini Cooper. Alright, so now we should be getting near the border here, crossing into Estonia, I believe. Look at these old buildings. I love this. One of the things I do love about this game is just even like the non-mountainous scenery. Like, this stuff is so cool. Look at these old buildings. Am I supposed to stop? I don't know. I don't know what that's... Oh, look at that. What? That's so cool. That tower. And there's a castle. That's so... It's almost like Disneyland. The Magic Castle. The Enchanted Kingdom. A little further. Checking your documents. Uh-oh. Baby's crying. Oh, we passed. Everything is in great order, thank you. I take care of my stuff. Narva. We're in Narva. That's so cool. What a cool building. And like a castle across the street. That's so cool. The Castle of Narva. Oh. Narnia. That's right. What's up, Cameo? Cameo. I'm doing some European trucking. We're leaving Russia. And this has got to be the border crossing into Estonia here. Hello. Ship Graveyard Sim, how's that? I also, another game I played this weekend, my wife has, she got that murder scene cleanup sim. I don't think I play it on the channel. It's pretty dark, but it is fun. It's sort of relaxing, actually, and a little creepy. The first one is really creepy. I was like, what? It's the Republic of Estonia. Yep. But relaxing, I bet. And that's the whole point, right? Look at these cool buildings. See, now, this is where Farm Sim, like, if you go to the, like, what was the last map that we had? The Polish map. Zalonka. Silonka. Looks a lot like this. I know this isn't Poland, but like the city areas. Yep, I played TCG Simulator a lot this weekend. They've done a bunch of upgrades, including card grading. It's really cool. They got a card machine now that opens the cards for you, so you can just throw the card. You throw in 32 packs of cards on the cheap one, and it automatically unboxes them for you. It takes like 4 hours to do it. 4 hours of game time. It's like 4 minutes. But I just throw them in there and then come back later and check them. And so it makes it way easier. Oh, hey, thanks, Matador. I appreciate the raid. I'm glad to hear you saved your keyboard. Or was that yesterday or the day? It was the day before that you spilled on it. I remember. Ooh, what's that? Some strange symbol. Little village here. Look, that village has like a white fence all the way around the whole village. That's kind of weird. What multi-stream? What are we talking about here? You talking about the racing? That's going to be not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So 2 weeks. Tomorrow's Farm Sim. It's pretty. We're going to Tallinn. That's where we're headed. So I'm not sure how far that is. I don't think it's going to be like a really long drive, but... And then we'll do one more after that, I think, because we should have time. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. That'd be actually be great if you guys could. I started my game up again. I've been playing. I played that a little bit this weekend too. I played a lot of games this weekend. Wow, didn't get any work done around the house though. But yeah, I got Forza installed and did some practicing. I want to kind of... Part of me would like to include a rule, and I don't know how many people get angry about this, where you have to drive inside the cockpit. So it's like actual racing each other. Because I know a lot of guys like to play the arcade view when they play Forza. Sorry. Eliza! She's like, no, mama. But that would be really cool, yeah. Yeah. What do you think about that, though? Like, limiting it to in-cab view only. I feel like that would be like a... I don't know how everyone would like that, though. I think some people wouldn't like it, but... Front bumper... Or maybe, yeah, maybe front... Either in cab or in bumper. The bumper cam's a little better because you can see a little better, like further ahead. But I'm trying to make it so we don't, like, people don't have like an advantage. But yeah, a lot of people like that trail cam, and I'm like, man, you have a bit of an advantage when you use a trail cam. So I don't know. I'm not sure how to handle that, but. Right, because you can see further ahead. But it's kind of cheating a little bit. I don't know. I want to be a level playing field if possible, but I know you can't always. The game does the best it tries to do it the best it can. We are deep in the countryside of Estonia. A country I don't know a lot about. Looks real pretty. Obviously, being just south of Finland, it looks a lot like Finland. Yeah, right. How many people can get on at once? Is it 8? Or is it unlimited? Oh, it's 90 here. Oh, I was taking my sweet time. Oh, it's back to 70. Never mind. I think it's where the streets come in here. They slow it down. Yeah, hopefully we'll get a decent amount of people. I usually go 80 tops. Little town over there. That looks like it's all fenced off too. Weird. Yep, where there's intersections, they slow you down. Interesting. That's what I'm talking about with, especially with pro mods. Like, you get a lot of that. I would imagine they have weather a lot like Ohio. Looks very green. Estonia probably is like similar. Similar latitude. It looks kind of like Ohio or Michigan. Oh, we got a town coming up here with a nuclear reactor. Ooh, it's kind of frightening looking. I love reactor cooling towers. They're always so weird looking. Oh, a light in the middle of the freeway. Must be jury. That's a good point. Yeah. However, if you're at a 399, you're not going to be able to upgrade at all. So that might be less fun for you as a 399 because it'd be like, oh, you can upgrade except for you can't go over the 400 mark, so you don't get to upgrade. So maybe you go with a class too, like, hey, hot hatches or muscle cars, or like it needs to be under 400 and it's got to be a muscle car, or under 500 and it's got to be a muscle car. There's so many different cars. I just feel like it is. I wish there were more. Like they've got a lot of cool stuff, but I'm like, man, they could just have so much more because they have a lot of. Ooh, that was really red. They have a lot of like supercar type stuff, but they don't. I like the street racers, so like I want to see more like WRXs. They actually, that said, they have every WRX ever made in that game. It's ridiculous. They got all the Ford Focuses too. But things like, like a lot of street cars, like kind of like how, I don't know, Gran Turismo had a lot of just like street vehicles. Right, right. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like you have to still stick in. Oh, I was supposed to. Oh no, you turn here. Okay, I thought I was going to die. I would say yeah, like stay in class and type. So like you can get a hot hatch and it has to be class E. Well, there's like 7 to pick from, or 3 to pick from, or 5 to pick from, and then we race those for a while, and then we go okay now. Let's move to like up to 500 or whatever. And you can either buy a better one or upgrade the one you have, and run it that way. This is a cool little park there. So we are in Tallinn. It actually kind of went from one city right to the next. This is a town that I've never, until now, I've never. Yeah, there you go, Cameo. I've never even heard of this town before, or city. It looks like it's a pretty big city actually. It looks like a maybe like Akron sized or larger. Oh, that's the wrong camera. There's the Methodist Kirk. It's Methodist Church right there. Oh look, there's rail cars. That's really cool. Looks like they want us to. We're not getting on the ferry boat, are we? Oh no, they're just delivering to the ferry boat area. Ferry boat area. Oh, this is really cool. I've obviously been here before because the roads are. Some of the roads are already marked out. There's the Volvo. Or a Lada. Couldn't tell. Look kind of the same. And the ever-present Ford Transport. That is a huge ferry. Look at the size of that thing. That is a monster. Are they right? Are they really that big? That thing's monsters. Look at that. Who's been like I've been to England, but I don't remember seeing like ferry boats that are that size. I remember seeing in Ireland, in Dublin, like cruise ships coming in. I can't see a thing. I hope I'm heading the right way. That would not be the right way. What can we do here? I think I have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back. Do this. We'll push it more. Push it real good. Do 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 Straighten out. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, I see the hole. Okay, let's do this. Nope, that's the wrong. Oh no. Oh, I meant to press shift and I pressed enter. Oh well. I didn't mean to do that. At all. All right. Wow, that was short. Let's go ahead and take another ride then. We'll do the same video and we'll go for a second, a little bit longer drive this time maybe. And we'll see what jobs we have available and go for another run. It's a great time in Tallinn. Stockholm, Sweden. That's a very short drive with a long boat ride. Uppsala. Stockholm again. Vistra. Stockholm. Wow, everything's just going to Stockholm. We could go straight down to Latvia along the coast. Kind of want to go. Oh, yeah, let's do that. We go across the Finland. Yeah, we go to Finland. Let's go. Let's go forward. Hi, big boat. I think we're coming back to that, but we need to pick up our Tirala. The world's fastest pickup. Meep. Old Volkswagen station wagon over there. All right. I don't know where we're picking this up, but apparently not here. Oh, Lordy, I didn't see that post. Oh, God. Ooh, thread the needle. Yeah, that was not very realistic of me, was it? Squeezed right in there, though. Well, that was a little hair-raising. Oh, here's the statue. We coming back the way we came. Oh, yes, I forgot to tell you. Did I mention that the trailer that we're picking up is in Russia? Oh, St. Petersburg. Where the heck is this thing? Sorry, I didn't realize it was going to be so far away. Ugh. Oh, well, you got to start somewhere, right? Look at that little Lada. Beep, beep. My gosh, it's like back in the other city. And there's a whole world out there. It is crazy when you think about like when you look at Russia, and you just start like if you do Google Earth, and I like doing this. My kids and I do it sometimes, and we just start looking for cities. And you just in the middle of places that you just would not think, like like northern Russia, along the Arctic Circle, and just in the middle of nowhere, there's this huge city, like with like the hundreds of thousands of people, and like nothing else around it for thousands of miles. But there's a big city there, and it's like, wow. Probably some big resource or something that's up there. Military base. Gulag. Man, like I'm back at jury. Okay, where? That's the downside with these small cities. There's some of the pickup places are like way far away. Oh yeah, it really is back. We're almost there, but I think it's gonna be to the left here at the next street, the next major intersection. Is that a Seat? It's kind of like a Mazda 6. Also, it's kind of like a Seat. And there was a Kia behind us. Mini Cooper. I mean, obviously these are all generic, but they're definitely types. Cooper-esque. Oh, I was wrong. I need to be in the other lane. Mooga. So it's either in Mardu or Muga. I'm not sure what city this is, but this will tell us at the top. It's Mardu. Hey, wife, if you're up, can I have a root beer? Or a water, either or. Mardu. Muga. So I'm assuming in Estonia they speak Estonian. Ooga. Ooga, ooga, ooga. And there's the port. Wow, this is cool. Big port city. Huge cargo vessels. And another Lada. Not quite as exciting the 15th time. Oh, I gotta find. I'm gonna have to find it in here. Ew. It's over. It looks like it's right along the line, though. So today we head to Finland. We started the morning in Russia. We shall end the day in Finland. I like both. I can't say which one is more fun because it's kind of the same game, but at the same time, it's just different things to see different things. So ATS feels, I don't know, to me a little bit more realistic feeling, I guess. I don't know though, because it's close. They're almost identical. But I love seeing the European scenery. There's just some cool stuff that we don't do. Plus the trailers, like unique trailer loads and stuff that are different. I just like them both. I gave up trying to figure out which one I like better because I like them. They're different. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like I really, really love SnowRunner, but I also really love Farm Sim. Like it's almost that different. Yeah, I agree. There is a lot more start and stopping, but I like that. I like back roads. To me, I feel like ETS has a lot more back road driving, especially like when you get down into the Balkans and when you get, and up here, when you're up in the north, like through the middle of Europe, like, France, Spain, Germany, it's kind of boring. It's a lot of just freeway driving. But when you get to the edges, along the coast of Sicily, Palermo, when you take the roads, the boat roads through Greece and Albania and it's very pretty. and very back roady, Turkey. You know, like a lot of cool old roads, and I like that. That I haven't. I mean, American Truck Simulator definitely has that, but you're right. There are a lot of like stoplights, city stops, that kind of stuff. So you're right. There is a little bit of a different. Yeah, it's definitely different. It's more of a road driver than a freeway driver. I won't hit the word. Don't worry, we're fine. And so we turn right back around and head back to Tallinn. My wife brought me a root beer. Thank you, beautiful. She gave me the finger. I really appreciate it. I'm not sure why I'm getting the finger. I got 2 fingers now. Gave me now fingers. Whoa. I don't even know what that was. Yeah, it's the right side. Hey, thank you for the whatever that was. It's the right side proximity sensor, and it goes off when you get too close to the curb. And if I was a trucker, that would drive me nuts. It's more to warn you that there's a car up underneath you, but there's no car there. Ooh, look at the train yard. Oh, there's a train coming. We won't get to see it, too bad. Thank you for the subscription, Avalon. Thank you for the whatever that was. Oh, look at that engine. Ooh, European. It's cool. Same engine that's in Farm Sim 25 on the Polish map. Zelanka. Thank you, Cameo. And a red light on the freeway. Nerdy Arthur is funny. I know, I am a nerd. I am the king of the nerds. Ooh. Rolling backwards. Yeah, some of them do. I think they just show. Most modern cars don't ding. They have that orange thing on the mirror that lights up to tell you that there's something over there. My car has none of those. I've got this big arse truck, and it's got a big entertainment / GPS map 2007 circa electronic thing in it, and yet with all of that technology, it doesn't have a backup camera. I'm like, what the frick? It's a huge truck. I can never see what's behind me. It has the beepers, so I know something's back there, but I really wish it had a backup camera. And if the truck wasn't so, like, I can tell it's got that stupid 5.4 liter engine in it, and I know it at some point it's gonna go. And I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should spend the money, like when it goes, if I should take a loan out and get it fixed, or try to get a new car. The problem is trucks are they're so expensive. So I'm just praying it'll last as long as I can possibly keep it lasting. And, it hopefully will last. It could last a real long time before I have to. I mean, I only drive a couple miles a day at the most. So if I can get another, 10,000 miles, 15,000 miles out of it, that'll last me a good year or two. But I don't know. We'll have to see. It's doing some weird stuff. It definitely has that exhaust leak. And yeah, right, exactly. Or I mean, they can make backup cameras with screens that you can put in. It's but anyway, the truck I've got a weird thing now. It idles rough sometimes, and then when I'm driving at lower speeds, like under 30 miles an hour, it definitely has a weird rev issue. And so as I'm going to demonstrate in the truck once we get a straightaway here what it does. When I'm going under 30, the engine does this. Here I'm doing that. It does this weird like revving thing where it's like, and you can see the the tachometer going up and down a couple hundred RPM, and so it's like when I go like 30. Now when I go 40, and I've got to get the revs up like into the closer to the 2,000 RPM range, it doesn't do it. But when it's like at 1,000 RPM to 1,500 RPM, it pulses. And I don't know. Oh, that sucks, CT. And so I don't know if it, I don't know if it's going or if it's just that's just because it's got that problem with the exhaust. There's some kind of some issue with the engine. And then, of course, the brake thing. That's going to cost me hundreds of dollars probably to fix. So I've got somebody here that said they're going to look at it. So we'll see how much that comes in. The brakes I'm not too worried about. I can fix that. But I'm just worried the motor's going to go. All of that to say, the reason I haven't sunk any money into fixing or putting a backup camera in it is because I don't know how long the thing is going to last. I don't want to waste money. It's a VCT. Okay. Oh, variable, like the valve timing. I do not know if the spark plugs have been replaced. The guy that I bought it from seemed to take meticulous care of it. So I would say probably they were at some point. But I know this engine also has those where the spark plugs break when you try to take them out. Oh, gee, so you think it's a timing issue? Yeah. And that's the problem that these engines have is timing, like the timing issues with the I guess they get gunked up and then it causes like the thing to die. Hopefully not. The cheapest thing to try to fix, yeah. Oh, there's a camera thing here? Where is it? Oh, it's back. I'm not going to do that. That's in there. I thought if I could just grab it off the road. Did that work for yours? Yeah, and it was Bank 1. Yeah, it's Bank 1 that I'm having trouble with. Yep. I've done the MAF sensor. It didn't fix it. I did the mass airflow sensor when I first bought it because it was throwing errors, and I'm like, oh, well, that's easy to fix. Yeah. I mean, it's 9 months old now, but I've had problems with it since I've had it. This is not a new problem. How am I supposed to get in there? I'm supposed to go this way. No. It came back after a few months. Oh, great. I have not put fuel injector cleaner in. You think I should put fuel injector cleaner in? I'm afraid of that too. But I could do it before my next trip. Okay, we're gonna take a boat ride to Helsinki. Ooh, famous Helsinki. Let's go. Are you supposed to run an injector? Okay, you just do it once, right? So a can of high mileage sea foam. Okay. Ooh, that's so pretty. That's really cool looking. Look at the size of that boat. I guess we go through the gates, right? This is the city of Helsinki. Is this not the way we're supposed to exit? I guess not. Now I've got the captain of the ship yelling at me. my toilet paper sensor. And in the long run, do any of these things actually affect the engine? Like, is it something I can just leave and deal with, or is it something that you... Oh yeah, it gives a check engine code, and it's running lean on bank 1. Oh, interesting. No, that I never thought about the throttle. Oh God. Okay, really sharp turn here. At least the last time I read the codes, it was lean. It was running lean on bank 1. No, I haven't had that. That's I've actually had that once or twice, where it had no power, but that's been a long time since that happened. It could be a bad fuel filter, and I wonder about that too, because of the engine. Like the one time it stalled, when I got really cheap gas, it stalled, and I think it was just junky Walmart gas. I want to do. Oh, you have to turn the engine off to do this. There we go. So I wonder if it could be a fuel filter, or the fuel pump may be going bad. Fuel filter would be a cheap fix too. How much they charge for a fuel filter? Usually it's... Well, I'll try some of the Lucas stuff. I'll do that this week. I don't want to change the transmission fluid. No, it's constant Yorgol. It doesn't matter to the temp. I'd be really loath to change at this many miles, at 180,000 miles. I'd be scared to change the transmission fluid. That'd cause the transmission to go, probably. It definitely has a transmission issue too. I don't like to think about that. If I run it in third, sometimes it won't get into gear when you're starting. If I mistakenly put it in third, so I just leave it. As long as you keep it in drive, it's fine. It doesn't have any problems in drive, but when you're in third, it's like it seems to slip. I don't know why that would even be, but it does. Well, the scary thing for me is like when it seems like whenever you do that, then it loses its the stuff that keeps it together pours out with the fluid, and it starts slipping after that. Oh, that's true, Avalon. Though, yeah, I mean, that's a good point. In that it could be this, it could be the slipping, because when the motor is idle, except for when it's running rough, it runs smoothly. So like when I start it up, it runs like a top. And when I rev it, it runs like a top. But when I start going, then it starts having but sometimes after you run it, maybe like every 100th time I've run it, it comes up with a rough RPM. Like when I start it, it's like and if I give it a little bit of gas and just like let it sit around the 2000 RPM for a minute or two, then it'll clear up. Did I go down the right street? Yeah, I did. Okay. Whoa, easy. My wife is in here knocking things around, and I'm getting my monitor moved. Now there's a dog in here too.
What are you doing in here?
But why would it go, if it's the transmission slipping, why would it stop doing it when I'm on the freeway speed, when I'm going freeway speeds? Like I said, it only really seems to do it up to like maybe 30 miles an hour, maybe 35. And once you get above a certain RPM, it stops doing it. What? How am I supposed to drive with you hanging that in my face?
Look at it.
It's rain. Oh, they ripped the sleeves off. What the? It's the dog.
That's not a dog.
That's a dog.
That's not a dog.
That's a puppy.
That's not a dog. Puppy doesn't do. Puppy's not.
Yeah. And what was it? Did you were you able to fix it or just yours? Okay, but yours is doing it again, right? Well, yeah, and like I said, I just replaced it, and it didn't fix the problem. Like, within 10 minutes of me putting the MAF sensor in, I was having the issue again. So I was hoping it would clear. It cleared for a couple days and then started up again. I have to stop for a minute because my wife is in the way. We are in Helsinki.
Why are we in Helsinki?
Because we're on our way into Finland.
Oh. Hope you don't drive off the road. What, baby? You spied a wanky?
Intake leak. I mean, there's definitely an intake leak.
Stop it.
That's why when I start the truck, it's like. All right, so VST is what? What does that stand for?
Oh.
And how much did it cost to get you changed?
VST. Very successful. Oh.
I'm sorry, I missed the first half of the comment because it got pushed up. Stop it!
I'm gonna.
Not you, the dog.
I know.
Come on! No!
Come on, buddy.
Variable cam timing.
Come on.
Okay. And that's going to be a sensor, correct?
Buddy.
And how is that pretty easy to replace? Is it something I could do? Well, I did the MAF sensor myself. That was easy.
But you can't even replace the screen.
No, what it's doing... Could you turn that light off? What it's doing... Okay, let me explain it again. The revs... it's almost like it's got... it's revving up. But it's not slipping. It's not like I get power when it does it. It's almost like the power's dropping out. So, oh, you're fine, Yorgo. I don't think it was P018 that I was getting, but maybe. I'll look and see. I'll check. Maybe it was. You know what? Now that you say that, maybe it was P018. The first when I took it to AutoZone, they're like, "Oh, that's the mass airflow sensor. It'll go bank 1 and then bank 2." And the engine light does go on and off all the time. So sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off. So it's like, it's just enough that it's tickling it. It thinks it's getting better, and then it's not. Espoo! We're finally made it to Finland. So I'll have to try that. I'm going to try the cleaner, fuel injector cleaner. I'll take a look at seeing how hard it is to change that sensor, if it's something that I can just do, or if it's something I need a mechanic to do. If it's like down in the engine, then I'll have somebody do it. And maybe it just needs new spark plugs and wires. I don't know. I mean, but it's very consistently revving. Like, it's consistent when it does it. It's not like sporadically, like room. It's pulses. It's like room. Now, my oil pressure reads normal, though, on the gauge. Like, I have an oil pressure gauge, and it shows that it's normal. But it could still be low. You know what I mean? Like, those gauges, I don't know how accurate they are. Okay. I'm just scared of doing the plugs. You've heard about my truck, right? It's the one where the spark plugs break off in the engine. There's some kind of big problem with this engine where the spark plugs break. So I'm afraid to change it. Yours doesn't move. I mean, mine stays in the same place too. It turns off when the truck is off, but yeah, mine's a 2007 with the it's the 3 valve 5.4. It's the bad one. Yeah. No, it's the bad engine, Avalon. It's the one that everyone's like, was it the car wizard or whatever? It's like, do not buy. My car is on the do not buy list. Do not buy any Ford with the 5.4 liter 3 valve Triton. What does Arthur do? He goes out and buys a 5.4 liter 3 valve Triton because it was the only thing available that would tow my trailer. The only other one that was available was a 6 liter 2500 Suburban, but that thing was like totally falling apart. So yeah, exactly. And thanks. Yuck. It's the worst engine of all time, according to many mechanics. To be honest, I don't feel like engines have gotten much better since then, though, so anything newer, it's going to be probably about the same reliability. Seems like neither Ford or Chevy know how to make an engine anymore. They just fall apart. Actually, Toyota, too. They've been having issues. They've all been having engine issues. So thankfully not the worst engine ever made, but it is the worst engine that Ford has ever made. Are you sure they have? I'm sure they've made worse. It was not a good engine, though. They put it in everything. Yeah. No, there's something about the 5.4 liter 2 valve, I guess, is an excellent engine. But the 5.4 liter 3 valve is supposedly the worst engine that they've ever made. Yeah, it is the worst. Okay. Well, I've got one. And it runs. It doesn't run well, but it runs. Oh man, Eliza's having a rough night tonight. I hear Simone saying, "You're going to get your diaper changed." And I hear her saying, "No, no, no." What is it? Is it 80 here? 70? Okay, I'll go 75. One of the 10 most hated engines, right? It honestly doesn't make much power either, all things considered. It does okay for the truck. It's not very good for towing, though. I'll tell you that. It struggles. Not that most trucks probably would, but hey, P2, I appreciate the invite. I am actually, after this runs over, which it's almost done, I have to get going. I got to work tomorrow, so I'm on my final run, but I do appreciate the invite. Mr. Pixels. P-Toozles. It has, yes. It has several problems. One, the engine tends to, I think because it's like an aluminum block with metal exhaust, there you get gaps eventually because it corrodes, and then there's gaps, and so it spits out air and can't breathe properly. And then so you have intake and outflow issues with the exhaust, which I have. It's got an issue where the spark plugs break off inside the engine when you try to change them, because it's, once again, it's aluminum, and whatever they used on the spark plugs that they put in at the factory, they corrode and basically bond with the metal of the engine, and so it breaks and you can't get the spark plugs out. There's some kit that helps you fix them, but I don't want to touch those unless I absolutely have to. And then, yes, it has variable valve timing, and one of the big issues with that variable valve timing is that it gets gunked up. It just, they made a very small, I guess the holes where the fuel go through with all the fuel systems, they're really small, and whatever's in the fuel gets clogged up in them, and so they're notoriously bad for getting all clogged up and gunked up inside. And then they have timing chain and cam issues. So it's just... Right, exactly, Yorgel. And so it just has a lot of problems. And so they're not... People hate them. There are some people that like them, but most people... A vast majority of people agree that it is, like Avalon said, the worst engine ever made from Ford. So I'm interested to see what it is causing the problem, but I'm not going to look too far into it. If the engine just runs, and once again, I don't usually need it to go very far, as long as I can just keep it running status quo, and it running is rough, but it runs, I don't really care. It's if it starts getting worse and then becomes in a situation where it's not running, then at that point I need to look at something different. And I can't really afford that, so I'm just praying it lasts. But oh, are they two-piece plugs? Oh, weird. Oops, stay on the road. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. That's awful. And terrible. And junk. That's why they break off in the engine, okay. That I don't know. That I don't know. It probably... I don't know. I mean, it probably does. I mean, don't most, like, V8 engines use coil packs? Like, you got the cap, and then you have the wires. It has ignition coils? Okay, so maybe I could change those out, too. And you gotta do them, don't you have to do them, like, in order, like you do one at a time, so you know, so that they stay in the same order? Ding, 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 ding. Oh, we all finally here. That actually worked out good. That wasn't too long of a trip, and it was a nice drive. Mostly freeway, though, but... was pretty. Hey, we'll see you, Cameo. Have a good night. Oh, speaking of trains, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the neighborhood train is coming through. Oh, I thought we could pull through. It's not one of those. Okay, that sounds good, Cameo. Bowie, mo up, bowie, mo up, bowie, mo up, bowie, mo up. You guys should have seen me when I moved into the spot that I'm in right now, where we've been for the last 9 months, last 6 months. When we moved here and I pulled my trailer in, you guys would have been proud of me. I got it first try, and it's a tricky pull in. It's not a straight pull. I had to angle around these ditches and then get the trailer in sideways, and I got it perfectly on the. They have like cement rails that you park your tires on. First time, I got it right on the rails, right next to the electricity hookup. Like, it was perfect. My wife was like, nice job, slick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to buy me a coffee. Helps us keep our bills paid and all that good stuff. I hope the guys had fun tonight. I definitely had a good time driving through different parts of Europe. We started in Russia, finished in Finland, and tried the Iveco out. Great truck. Have a good night, everybody. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to pick the bell so you know whenever I release a video, which is pretty much daily. And we will see you next time. Bye.